Um, hey guys, this is Keelan. I want to welcome you guys back to my channel, Conference America. I know I've been posting a new video in a couple of days, but I got some fire content that I'm about to be dropping over the next couple of weeks. I think you guys don't like them. I'm doing more research for it, keep up to date with it. But the topic that I want to talk about today there's an article by the U.S. Today that's saying U.S. intelligence services reporting on the fact that China basically uh, China was lying about how it about how much it contained the coronavirus pandemic in their country, and lying about lying about how many people it killed in this country, how to contain it. There's even some reports like I read that China, well, from U.S. intelligence sources and other sources that China, that coronavirus might not have came from bats in the Wuhan province from bats, the coronavirus that causes the disease COVID-19. They're saying there's evidence to suggest that it might have came out of it might have been researching this in a lab, cooking this up in a lab. And contrary to what a lot of these liberal media sources are saying, China is responsible for this because they had reports that there's a lot of evidence showing that they knew about human transmission for a couple of months prior to becoming widespread, a global pandemic like it is now, causing several countries to shut down, and all these people lose their family members over something that it could have been prevented, or at least or at least mitigated. So that's what I want to touch on. And another thing is who actually believed China. I'm like, you got in your mind that the Chinese Communist Party, from all the way from um, Chairman Mao Zedong to Ping, who's the president who basically made himself president for life now. I'm like, they control everything down from how they interact on the social media. Um, Sometimes who they marry, all the way from how many kids they have. You ever heard of China's one child policy, which is I did a research paper on China's one child policy when I was in uh, sixth grade. And the ramifications that they suffer from that is that they have more men than they have women in the government. And you know, a government a totalitarian government when they control how many kids you able to have. And then, and if you study China in that if you study China in that or whatever, I'll give it a red more a red past the surface material on China. But I just talk about their social credit system, how they their how their army is set up, the situation with the uprising in Hong Kong over the extradition the extradition requirement to mainland China. That was in the news. That was in the news last year, a lot last year. Um, so that's all I want to say about that. If you guys want more content on like this, comment, like, and subscribe. In the comment section, request a video or topic that you want me to talk about. And I hope you guys are being safe. And remember, check back on my channel because I have a lot of good content that drop for you guys. I think you guys will enjoy.